herself, when will my life finally begin? When will I have enough? The more she looked at others, the less grateful she became. Break time equal fives, even the blessings she already had started to feel invisible. There lived a young woman named Halima. Halima was 28 years old. She was hardworking, kind, and respected by many people in the village. Every morning she woke up before sunrise, helped her mother prepare breakfast, and then walked to the small market where she sold fruits in handmade baskets. Life was simple, but Halima was not happy. Every day, she compared herself to others. She saw her childhood friend driving a new car in the city and felt ashamed of her bicycle. She watched people on social media traveling, wearing expensive clothes, and living in beautiful houses, and suddenly her own life felt too small. She would often sit alone and whisper to herself, "When will my life finally begin? When will I have enough?" The more she looked at others, the less grateful she became. Break time equal fives, even the blessings she already had started to feel invisible. Not far from her home lived an old woman named Mama Safiya. She was over 70 years old and lived alone in a small clay house beside a large mango tree. Her roof was old, her chairs were broken, and her kitchen had only a few simple pots. Yet every single day, Mama Safiya smiled. She greeted everyone with warmth, she shared food with birds, she laughed with children, she thanked God for every sunrise. People often wondered, how can someone with so little be so peaceful? One afternoon, Halima finally decided to visit her. When she entered the small house, she looked around and said, "Mama Safiya, don't you ever feel sad living like this? You have almost nothing." The old woman smiled gently and poured tea into 2 old cups. "Sit first," she said. Halima sat quietly. "Break time fives?" Then Mama Safiya asked, "If I gave you a mansion today, would your heart stay satisfied forever?" Halima laughed softly. "No. After some time, I would probably want something bigger." Mama Safiya nodded. "And if you bought your dream car tomorrow, would your mind stop asking for more?" This time, Halima was silent. The old woman looked outside at the mango tree and said, "That is the trouble with many people. They think happiness is waiting somewhere in the future, so they keep running toward more and forget to enjoy what is already in their hands." She lifted the cup of tea. "Look at this tea. Some people cannot afford even this. Look at your healthy body. Some people are in hospitals praying just to walk again. Look at your mother. Break time, go fives. Some people would give everything just to hear their mother's voice one more time." Halima lowered her eyes. For the first time in a long while, she felt ashamed of her constant complaining. The next morning, something unexpected happened. A heavy storm struck the village. Strong winds destroyed farms. Rain entered homes. Trees blocked the roads. People ran everywhere trying to save what they could. Part of Halima's fruit stall was destroyed, and she cried, seeing her hard work washed away. When the storm finally ended, the villagers came outside, tired and worried. Then they saw something surprising. Mama Safiya was sitting outside her damaged house, smiling peacefully. Part of her roof had collapsed, her small garden was ruined, her old wooden chair was broken, yet she calmly fed breadcrumbs to birds. One villager asked angrily, "Break time? How can you still smile after losing so much?" Mama Safiya replied softly, "The storm only took things. It did not take my heart, my faith, or my peace." Everyone became silent. Then she said words the village would never forget. "If your happiness depends on things, then life will always control you. Because things can disappear at any time." Those words spread through the village like morning sunlight. Halima changed slowly. She stopped spending hours comparing her life to strangers online. Instead of complaining, she helped neighbors rebuild their homes. She spent more time with her mother. She started appreciating small things: warm food, good health, hotter, peaceful sleep, and quiet sunsets. For the first time in years, her heart felt lighter. Months later, the village recovered. People still worked hard. They still had dreams. Break time 05s. But now they understood something important. There is nothing wrong with wanting more. The real problem begins when you forget to value what you already have. One evening, Halima sat beside Mama Safiya near the river as the sun disappeared behind the hills. She smiled and said, "I used to think happiness would come after success." Mama Safiya smiled back and replied, "No, my daughter. Happiness comes first, then success becomes meaningful." Years later, even after Mama Safiya passed away, people in the village still remembered her words. Whenever jealousy entered their hearts, whenever someone complained too much, when gratitude disappeared, people would simply say, "Remember Mama Safiya," and slowly, peace would return again. The lesson is simple. Most people are not unhappy because they have nothing. They are unhappy because they keep looking at what others have. Gratitude is not weakness. It is peace. Dream big. Work hard. Be ambitious. But never become blind to the beauty of your present life. Because one day, the things you take for granted today may become the things you miss the most tomorrow.